Welcome to the MadLab MMA. I'm your host, Anthony Bashilla, with Mike, the MadLab Ayurado. We got UFC Fight Night. Sodiq Yusuff versus Edson Barboza.
Time analyst is back.
I was away on the East Coast once again, and I had a trip Jersey, then I had to go upstate New York for this retreat, high-level mastermind retreat. We slaughtered a goat, and we ate it.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell you?
No, you told me the last time you were going to do it. You said, I'll never do that.
I didn't say I'd never do that.
Yeah, you did. You told me the first time you went, you bugged you out.
Listen, I'll tell you. No, you got it all wrong. Listen to me. So I've seen, growing up as a kid, Sicilian, you know, we used to go upstate New York, and my grandfather used to slaughter the goats in front of us, and we used to eat them. So I've seen it. The guys I was with, they never seen that before, right? And these are like high-level fucking hedge fund guys, bro. Guys worth $50, $100 million. They never seen that before. So we went, and there was a live baby goat, so we had to walk the goat like a quarter mile down the road.
This is the same guy that showed you the video.
Yes, we had to walk the baby goat, right, about a quarter mile down the road to where the guy was. We're walking the baby goat, and halfway down the thing, the goat just flops. He wouldn't get up. He knew what was going on. He wouldn't get up. So we had to carry the fucking goat quarter mile to his sacrifice. We bring him over, and there's a guy waiting there, and he just fucking slits his throat. So then he has, then he has to slice his leg open a little bit, and then he hooks him up, skins him. You know, so I've seen this a million times. Yeah. The guys I was with.
Yeah, but it was a different premise. Go ahead.
They never seen that before. Right. These guys, they were just like staring at it, and I'm like, I've seen this shit a million times. They roasted the goat. There was a chef on staff. They roasted the goat, but man, I don't like goat, bro. I forgot. It's not lamb and goat, by the way, are not the same at all. It's not even close.
Yeah, but did you eat it like abutzel?
They just literally just roasted it on the thing. Psh, bro. They had like a what do you call it?
Yeah, but what did you do? Like, you didn't just say, all right, hang the goat. Did you like do a seance?
No seance.
Like
we just
candles
sat there, and the guy who led the thing just said, look, this is, you know, what we have to do for whatever the fuck. He said his piece about, hey, this is animals of sacrifice, and we're going to consume this meal tomorrow night, blah, 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 whatever. This is how they did it with the Vikings.
Did they put like rosemary and shit?
You know, back with Vikings, they used to go hunt their food, and this is what they did. They hunt them, and they had to kill animals, and then cook them up, whatever. And then the chef made us like a Viking meal the next day.
Oh, but it was like a meal. It wasn't like you guys were handing each other legs.
No, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sitting on a mountain like a fucking barbarian.
No, we sat down.
Oh, all right, yeah. So, yeah, that's different.
She made like bone broth. And
all right.
No.
It was fatty.
Fatty, gamey,
fatty,
bro.
Gamey.
These guys were going to town. They loved it.
They don't know how to cook it. No, you got to soak it in milk.
There was no soaking, man. I got nauseous. I had a couple bites. I was like, fuck this. I'm not eating this. You know? So, anyway, I'm back for the show. Sorry.
While you were up in the mountains, I had fucking Habit Burger, son.
Fucking cheating back.
No. Habit Burger, bro. They got the thing. You go there, you get the two burgers. They put it in a lettuce wrap.
That's good.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
They don't cook it in fucking oil and butter and everything else that goes in it. It's fine.
Fuck out of here.
Now let's talk about last week's card. All right, what happened to Grant Dawson, dude?
He got caught. He got caught. He either got caught.
Dude, Bobby Green doesn't knock people out.
He got caught.
I didn't even think it was that big of a shot.
No, that was the thing. He just went down.
I was with Mike at my house with MadLab, and we ordered food, and it was like they were walking out, and the place is right down the road. So let me grab it. I'll be back in time right before the first round starts. I was almost home. I had it on my phone driving, and it happened so fast. I was like, he didn't even hit him hard.
Yeah, he didn't even hit him.
Then when you watch it, he just caught him in that right part of the chin, I guess.
Yeah.
That sucks, man, for an up-and-coming kid like that.
Dude, the one fight that was the one I was really interested in was the Algeo.
The Algeo fight.
Just for the mere fact that line flipped 40 points overnight.
Algeo looked great.
He looked great.
You know what? Hernandez didn't look bad dropping down either.
I lost all faith in that kid.
He has so much.
He doesn't know how to make adjustments. He doesn't know how to do anything. The fact of the matter is, though, my main point of this is what I mean. I tell you guys this every week, especially my subscribers in the podcast, how you got to hold your ground. Because today's social media and the public access that people have, everybody can be an analyst. One person jumps the other way, the entire public jumps the other way. And I said on 2 different shows, I said, mark my words, this is a public jump. This ain't smart money coming in on Hernandez.
He went from minus 130 to plus money, right?
To plus money. Overnight, though, not like in a duration of a week. Like overnight, it flipped because one person says something, another person says something, another person says something. It's all little public money coming in.
And we had Algeo straight up, and then we had Algeo in a parlay with Dober, so that worked out great. Dober looked great.
Yeah, we started the night off slow. And then we ended up roaring back and getting out in the positive. So
because of Dober and Algio.
yeah, we stayed off the Dawson fight, which was good. We completely stayed off it.
Thank God, man. Because
you like Bobby Green in that. You actually
No. I like Dawson.
No, but you said something about this fight bothers me with Bobby
That's
Green.
why I was up good for the whole week just from football and everything, and I was thinking about just laying out the 2 units on Dawson. I was like, what am I thinking, bro? Bobby Green is tough out for anybody. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because that's the. If anything, I would have thought that Green would give him a tough fight, went to the cards, and maybe lost a close decision. Not that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the fight game and it's hard, bro.
And then the other.
How about Pfeiffer? Talk about your boy.
I'm still. I need to see more from him, bro. Like I'm just not impressed with him. I mean, I'm impressed with him, but just how many times did he say what I said he was going to say?
You know, I was homeless and broke.
Bro, I come from nothing.
We know.
He must have said it around 50 fucking times.
Pre-fight, during the fight, after the fight.
But I'll tell you one thing.
You know what? He looked good, but I mean, look, knocking out ARA, an old aged ARA, isn't that much of an accolade. I don't think these days.
No, he's not. But the one fight that was really confusing to me was Demopoulos and Murata.
I missed that fight.
How they gave that to Demopoulos,
that's the one fight I missed.
No idea.
I missed that fight.
Mind you, it's not like we had juice on that fight because it was such a big line, but there was no way Demopoulos won that fight.
Yeah, I missed it.
There was no way.
I missed it.
Alexander Hernandez reminds me he's going to turn out to be like Montana De La Rosa. Tough, dangerous, you got to be careful with, but he's always going to come up short.
Like she did again, and it pissed us off because we had a little
I did have a little
wager on her. All right, before we go to the this week's fights, real quick, we got this celebrity boxing match. We got Dylan Dennis, if he shows up, against Logan Paul. These Paul brothers, man, they just keep winning the game. We can make fun of them all we want. They're just raking in the fucking dough. They're making more money than UFC fighters. They're making more money than a lot of boxers. They're doing it, you know, but is this guy Dylan Dennis going to show up to the fight, or is Mike Perry going to step in?
He's going to show up, and I think this is why he's going to show up. I think they cornered him with the lawsuits.
They did?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of lawsuits on him.
Already?
Yeah.
For what? For a contract? For breach of contract?
No, for posting pictures of his fiance nonstop, all on Twitter. So it's not lawsuits on Logan. It's his fiance who legitimately slept with everybody in Hollywood.
Who, Dylan Dennis' fiance or Logan Paul's?
Logan Paul's. So what he does is he takes pictures of everyone she's been with every day.
Who Dylan Dennis
and
does?
He says, good morning. Bro, he went from 200,000 followers on Twitter to 1 million.
Right, so he won the game already.
So he won the game already, but he's got a lot of lawsuits on him. So he has to show up.
Why, for defamation of character or whatever?
Everything, bro. And Logan's just letting it happen. So everyone's like jumping in on Logan saying, you know, this is why you're fighting. You fight to defend your honor and stuff like that. What is it with the lawsuits? So
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so listen, the thing is, they're going to split here. You're going to get KSI, who I think is going to lose. I think Tyson Fury's brother's good enough to beat KSI.
I think so.
But I'm actually interested in seeing if Dylan Dennis can be. I don't think Logan is.
Isn't there a huge weight difference here, though? What's the size difference?
There's a weight difference, but we always talk about it.
Logan Paul's a big guy.
But there's fighters and there's entertainers. Dylan Dennis is actually really a fighter.
Has he been training all these last 2 years? He hasn't done shit.
No, he hasn't done anything. But at the end of the day, you still have to have a certain amount of brain capacity to become a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Marcelo Garcia. And I can go down a fucking block to Joe Schmo and get it in 3 weeks. But to get it under a guy like Marcelo Garcia,
all black
you
belts
have
are
to
not created equal. I get that.
Right, but Logan Paul should win this fight. Yeah, but he's not going to gain anything from it. If anything, he gained a lot of enemies in this thing. Chael Sonnen, everybody can't stand him.
And unfortunately, we're all going to watch.
I'm going to watch.
Of course we're going to watch. We make fun of him and then we fucking watch.
But I'm going to be pulling for Dennis.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
How do you like
I hate
Logan
both these
Paul?
guys. No, I don't.
Logan Paul's the reason why he gained respect for his brother.
Yeah, I know, because he's an asshole to his brother.
Yeah, I mean, literally a narcissistic asshole to his brother.
Okay. Well, real quick, before we move on, you see McGregor tweeted out.
Yeah, he's back in USADA.
Back in USADA pool. That means that hopefully in 6 months, he's actually going to fight Michael Chandler, and you know it's going to be a monster pay-per-view card, whatever that is. Let's go on. We have UFC Fight Night. Pretty good card on tap for Saturday night, headed by Sodiq Yusuff versus Edson Barboza. Let's start right at the top. You know, Yusuff is a real talented guy, man. Thunderous leg kicks. So does Barboza. You know, but he's not been as active as you would like him to be at all, and I don't know why. And Barboza reminds me of like a name like a Max Holloway, right? Where he's been around for so long that you start to think he's over the hill, but he's actually not that old. He's fought everybody. They're both strikers, right? So you look back at Barboza got destroyed by Bryce Mitchell. A lot of that was on the feet, too. I know Mitchell's a lot of that was on the feet, and I didn't expect that.
But there's a reason for that, but go ahead.
And then you look at, and then Mitchell got destroyed by Topuria, which Topuria isn't another, I get that. And then Mitchell had that great bounce back fight a couple weeks ago. This is a close fight. You got Barboza as a dog here, but we just haven't seen enough of Yusuff. I don't know where he's been. Barboza's been active. He just came off a win. I'm going to take the dog here. I'm not going to bet against Edson Barboza here.
Yeah,
but this is going to be a great striking match.
It's going to be a good fight. The thing with Sodiq Yusuff is a lot of people are questioning like his durability. Is he going to be able to hold up to someone like Barboza? Now, the thing that drew me to him was in 2018. I know it was a long time ago, but 2018 when he fought Mike Davis.
Mike Davis.
And it was the best fight I've seen in ages. And it was because there was no crowd. And you literally heard everything. It was
Cracks.
Like bone-crunching, shots where both of these guys didn't go down to the point where, Mike Davis went to his corner in the third round and said, this guy, he hits way too hard. He said it to his corner, and you actually heard him say that. So the guy's durable. The guy just doesn't get finished. You know what I mean? He's fought, his only loss since that time was Arnold Allen, which feather in his cap at that point for Arnold Allen. He was actually on that streak, remember?
Yeah.
He was just winning. He beat Gabriel Benitez, who was in his own way an Edson Barboza. He's got nasty leg kicks. He's a good striker, probably a better efficient grappler than Barboza. He beat Caceres, who's a very tricky guy. Shanus, whatever he is, what he is, but he's good. But he's not active. But if you're giving me 15 minutes with a guy like Edson Barboza, who's a genetic freak, who is a lifetime martial artist, he's a black belt in Taekwondo, he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got a nasty kickboxing record, nasty leg kicks. The guy's a genetic freak. Like, he's literally the anatomy chart with skin on. You know what I mean? The thing is, he's 37 years old. He's been in wars, but the UFC has never done him a favor. You realize that?
Dude, he's always fought everybody.
They've always put him in these nasty fights. Like, nasty fights.
This is another one.
But this is a matchup for him that is this is a fight that he should win. He's not going to beat the Habibs. He's not going to beat the guys that are going to go. Because you got to understand, when you said that Mitchell beat him and on the feet, why? When you're going against a guy where your weakness is grappling, and it's not even a weakness. It's just not
being concerned about it.
You freeze and you can't commit as much to your kicks. You get the leg grab, they take you down. So this is a fight where he knows, like, I could commit to everything I throw, and this guy's not going to take me down. Sodiq might try to, but Edson's got pretty good takedown defense. So you're giving me 15 minutes with Edson Barboza. There's no way I'm not taking a shot at him at dog money. There's just no way.
I don't blame you. Or do we see the potential of Yusuff here? He's only 30 years old. Mm-hmm. He's got all the talent to be a pretty good contender here in this division. Or is this maybe finally he becomes active? And if he does get this one to Barboza, actually start fighting 3-4 times a year and starts to make his way, because he's just been too inactive, but he's got the talent.
Well, the table flip is the year that he took off. If he goes back and switches his game up and says, everyone thinks I'm going to come out and bang with this guy, but now I'm going to take this guy down.
You don't know what.
You don't know.
You know who you're going to see.
But you can only go on what you know, and what you know is that both of these guys are going to stand for 15 minutes.
I think this is a really good, intriguing matchup. This is a good main event.
But I'm going to go Barboza. I think Barboza knocks him out.
You think he knocks him out?
I think he's going to knock him out.
All right.
Late.
Would love to see it. All right. You're watching it at my house, by the way.
All right. I got Hollywood coming. Hollywood's going to be here.
Dude, I can't wait to see him.
It's coming tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait to see him.
That's another thing. We're going to shoot a video this week with my father. I tell you guys about my father all the time. He's the one, he's the historian with boxing. We're going to do a show. You should sit in on that, dude.
I can't wait.
You
do a boxing show.
Yeah, we're going to do a boxing show where it'll be, and he's going to talk to, we're going to argue.
Start throwing, though, when he starts throwing.
Yeah, I'll film him doing off trade. Hold on, he'll be doing that shit in my apartment during the fights. So we're going to talk about the historians as far as the boxers of yesterday to the boxing of today, because that was a big thing with the Canelo fight. They were comparing Canelo to Julio Cesar Chavez. And my father lost his shit.
Yeah, right.
So he's going to talk about that. So we'll have him on later this week.
We decided to take this card from the prelims and to talk about it because this could be the fight of the night here. We got Darren Elkins versus downtown TJ Brown. Man, this could be the fight of the night here. Darren, Elkins is going to get bloody. And, he's a dog, but, man, you never count out Darren Elkins. I'm really excited. I want to see if TJ Brown just tries to take this to the ground over and over, because what happens.
Darren Elkins is a wrestler.
All right, you know what happens when you stand and bang with Elkins, because I don't know what's going to happen here. And Elkins always surprises me. I like TJ Brown, but I think we're going to see one of those classic Darren Elkins kind of performances, bloody but pull one out. I like the dog here, man. I want to see Elkins get all bloodied up and somehow pull it out in the 3rd round.
I think. Listen, any guy who has damage tattooed to his chest. I mean, really, but
he's one of the best fighters to watch. I love watching all his fights.
Yeah, but you know what I think it is? I think we keep going back to when he fought Mursar Bektik, and he came back on that primal fight where he came back. Dude, eventually the wheels got to fall off. Like, you can't take that much, and they've been falling off though.
I feel like we've said that a couple times.
No, but they've been falling off. Like, if you look at he's a rotating door, dude. He lost to Pierce, he beat Connolly, he lost to Swan, he lost to Cub Swanson. So, like, he has been falling off. Eventually, it's going to completely fall off. Like, where he's not going to be Tony Ferguson fall off, but he's gonna fall off.
I feel like TJ Brown, same thing, rotating wins and losses. Like, he just.
But I think he's going to.
TJ Brown, I feel like he never achieved his potential.
But that's the thing. He's got the potential.
I know he does. He's not that old, right?
And you got to remember, Elkins is not an athletic guy. He's
6 years younger.
Very goofy-footed. So he's got a lot of scar tissue buildup. He's going to bleed.
That's why he bleeds immediately.
Bleeds immediately. So I'm going to go TJ Brown. I actually think TJ Brown might fucking dog walk him in this fight.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, I think he might.
That's what should happen.
I think he might have his way with him in this fight. You know what I mean? Where it might be a mercy stoppage, like not knocking him out cold or
TKO.
Like the refs just stepping in and saying enough.
I'm going the other way. Let's go.
I don't hate it. I'm just saying. I'm going with the fucking hub falls off.
All right, Jennifer Maia, Vivian Araujo. I always say her name wrong. We were just talking about Jennifer Maia, what a tough out she is for everybody. Even when she fought Shevchenko, she won that 1st round tough. Me and Lab were talking about who has the better ground game. And I was like, Jennifer Maia has the better ground game here. But then you look at Araujo, she's lost 3 of the last 4, but she lost to Ribas, Alexa Grasso, Chukagian, who they both lost to. Maia lost to Fior, Chukagian, Shevchenko. I mean, they both fought tough competition. So it's a pretty evenly matched. I mean, Maia is a favorite here at -155. Man, I don't know who to pick in this fight. After talking with you, I am going to lean on Jennifer Maia because she's just so tough. She'd never be a champ, man, but she's a tough out for anybody. I'm going to go with Maia, but not with a lot of confidence, by decision.
Yeah, Araujo, the thing with her is, she's got a 68-inch reach. She's going to have a 4-inch reach advantage in this fight, but she doesn't know how to use it. That's the problem. Like, you can have a great reach advantage, but if you don't know how to use it, it's really not going to calculate into your game. So, should she win this fight? The crazy thing is, I didn't realize this until before, when I really started diving in. She's actually older than Jennifer Maia.
Is she?
A year older. You know what I mean?
That.
So, that was interesting when I saw that.
2 years.
2 years older, yeah. So, there's just something about Maia. Like, I'm not sold on her, but she's like that. You ever see
she
that
looks like she shouldn't be that good, and then you watch her.
You ever see that movie Loverboy?
Yeah,
you know yeah, you know the old guy with the robots.
Yeah.
She's like those robots. Like, she just tick, 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 tick. She keeps coming forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So eventually you're gonna either bend or you're gonna break. Araujo, maybe she's not gonna break in this fight because Maia's not a consummate finisher. Oh, wait a minute! Look at this. I gotta go with Maia. I didn't even realize this. I have to go with Maia.
Why do you say that?
Look at her birthday.
Oh, it's your same birthday.
Yeah.
Now you can't pick against.
I gotta go with Maia. So anyway, it's just she's gonna put on that pressure. She's gonna win. She's gonna win those really tight rounds. It's by seconds. Like, she could get a takedown, or she could just have the control against the cage. And I just think she's gonna be the one applying the pressure. But she's gonna be the one with more confidence. And this is a flip fight too. You got to remember, Araujo's looking at a pink slip here, where she's on a 2-fight losing streak, where Maia is on a 2-fight winning streak. All the pressure is on Araujo here.
Oh, look who she's lost to.
You're still on a 2-fight losing streak.
No matter what, right?
You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Maia by decision. I think it's the right play.
Next fight on the card, we got Andre Petrosky against Michel Pereira. This is a great fight.
Yeah.
Right? Petrosky's coming on short notice. That's definitely concerning considering his gas tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's had gas tank issues. Michel Pereira, he's the guy. When you watch these movies like Bloodsport or these crazy movies like Undisputed, he's that guy you see in the movie. He does all these crazy flips and kicks. That's how he was, And when it comes to martial artists, that's the kind of guy you look at, right? And he used to do this crazy shit and burn energy and lost a couple of fights because of it. But his last 3 or 4 fights, he stopped doing that shit.
Yeah.
He's not doing that stuff or jumping off the cage like he was doing. A little bit. But he's not doing that whole showman bullshit no more. He's actually learning how to fight, right? And he also had cardio issues. in the beginning, right? He was supposed to fight Marc-Andre Barrios. Barrios pulled out because of some medical issues, right? So now you got Petrosky coming at short notice. I expect Petrosky to be shooting, early and often, trying to get Pereira to the ground, but Pereira has 94% takedown defense. I think he's coming into his own. If you look at who he's beat recently, he's on a five-fight winning streak. And he's beat pretty good opponents. Ponzinibbio, Fiallo, Nico Price, Chaos Williams, who you hate. I think we're going to see more Petrosky gas tank issue. I think it's going to be a decision. I think Pereira stuffs the takedowns. It goes into the third. He wears him down and he wins a decision. Maybe Petrosky wins the first round and then and Pereira wins 29-28 decision.
Yeah, Pieta is a guy who's if you're a trainer, he's either a nightmare to have or a gift.
Yeah.
Because he's such an athletic freak.
All the talent in the world.
All the talent in the world. He's big into capoeira. Capoeira, those of you guys that don't know, it's the art of dance and fighting. So basically, what it is they take dancing and they make it play in concert with fighting. So it's a very off-kiltered, unchained way of fighting where there's no timing. There's a lot of timing, but there's no way to really make a read on it if you're on the other side. It's very just unchained in so many words. So when you get a guy like that and you throw him into a cage and he just starts fighting off a cuff, there's good things and there's bad things. There's bad things because you're throwing the timing off of the guy on the other side. They can't make a read on you. They can't make adjustments on you. But he came into the UFC with such high hopes and he got humbled by Connolly. Remember that he was the biggest favorite on the card?
Tristan Connolly.
Yeah, Tristan Connolly. And it was the best thing that ever happened to him. Because it humbled him. But now here's where the nightmare for a trainer comes in. When you have a guy like that where he's a little too unchanged, you got to simmer him down. But if you simmer him down too much, you're going to take away what he's special at.
Yep. And
if you don't simmer him down enough, he's going to end up losing fights. So there's got to be a center line that you find. I think they started to find that center line with him. And the thing that scares me about this fight for him a little bit is that Petrosky's a switch fighter, which means he could switch both ways, and he's going to continuously apply pressure. If this was on a full camp, I think we're looking at a really good fight. But because Petrosky's on short notice, he tends to gas out. He puts a lot of pace, a lot of pressure. His style of fighting does not equate to his conditioning. I think it's just bad for him. I don't think he's going to be able to take Pieta down. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see him as the rounds go on. He's going to get sloppy. And when you get sloppy with a guy like Pieta, that's when he starts styling on you.
Yep.
So I'm going to be on your side with this, but I'm going to say Pieta knocks him out in the third.
Nice. Love it. Last fight we're covering today is Jonathan Martinez, Adrian Yanez. Pretty much a pick 'em, right? I think -108, -112. Another good fight. Both strikers. Last time we saw Yanez, he got absolutely destroyed by Rob Font.
I was so bummed out.
Did not see that coming. Lab was high on Yanez that fight. And remember, Font just came off of getting destroyed by Marlon Vera.
Mm-hmm.
And Font had a chip on his shoulder. And then Font came out and showed people why he is a contender in the division, and he really put it on him. He knocked him out in like the third round, I think it was, whatever it was, second. I think it was a main event spot.
Yeah.
UFC fight night. Knocked him out in the third round, but really put it on him. And I think Yanez got a nice slice of humble pie that night. I'm looking for a bounce back here. Martinez is on a 5-fight winning streak, but I just think that Yanez is the crisper striker, and I think that he's going to put on the performance that we expect him to do against Rob Font and win this fight.
The southpaw concerns me a little bit.
That is concerning.
It does concern me a little bit, especially as a pure boxer. Like those of you guys that watch boxing, the hardest thing to fight is a southpaw fighter. It's just very tricky. It's the distance is different, the range is different. Like it's just a different animal. If you're not used to fighting a southpaw fighter, Rocky was southpaw. I mean, it's to bring up a premise. Like Sylvester Stallone was a southpaw fighter, and when he was fighting Apollo Creed, that was the one thing that his trainers were saying: you don't want to fight a southpaw. Like, why fight a southpaw? So they're very tricky to fight. And if you are a traditional style fighter that's really honed in the boxing and you're very heavy on that front foot, the southpaw fighter usually has an advantage. But it's just there's something about Adrian Yanez's style. I just think he's the cleaner striker. I think he's in the position Font was in. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to get this one back. Jonathan Martinez is a guy who's going to appear a lot bigger, like longer and lankier in there. It's just his somatotype, but he's really not. They got the same exact reach advantage. He's only an inch taller, so the dynamics are exactly the same. I think it's going to be a really close fight. I think Martinez probably even hurts him in this fight because he's got a lot of power. But I think it's going to be the efficiency, the volume, and the just economic striking of Giannis that's going to get this done. Probably going to say decision, 29-28 Giannis.
All right, if you guys don't know where to find us, come to the MadLab, MMA.com, Combat Sports. But this year we are doing NFL. We got a lot of great guys.
Man, who do you got? Wait, real quick. Who did we got a fight that we're not on the same on?
We're not on the same with the Elkins fight.
All right.
The Elkins fight. We both picked Barboza.
So it's Elkins fight.
We both picked
Maya.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's make a bet. We got to do something. Come on, let's go.
All right. What do you want to bet?
I don't know.
A little Truly pizza?
Truly pizza.
Truly pizza
Let's
it is,
go.
okay?
All right, Truly pizza.
All right, if you guys don't know...
No gluten, dude. No gluten fucking free.
I don't do no fucking gluten-free.
Fucking guy goes outside.
Talking to my wife.
Guy goes outside in the morning. He grazes on his grass.
And listen, we're doing great with NFL wagers. We also have the partnership with RPS, Run Pure Sports, with their NFL playbook for DFS. We're having a great time. We got a lot of sharp guys that are putting out the wagers, and we're doing golf wagers, and Mike Mortadella is doing soccer wagers, doing great. So these guys...
And we got basketball coming, too. We got somebody coming off of basketball.
We got a couple guys doing basketball and hockey wagers. So we're dabbling. Look, we are at our core MMA, combat sports guys, boxing, UFC, but we got such a great group of guys, so we just started opening up to guys who are sharp in these other sports, and these guys are all gambling together Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays.
I honestly got to say,
the Discord's amazing.
I put our football product against anybody's.
Our football product's great. Great.
DFS and wagering.
Yeah, and now that we have RPS with their playbook and plus all our wagers, I mean, for what you get, and there's no difference in price for what you get all that shit
for the same price.
So if you look down in the description, you'll see the link. Click on it. There's a little coupon code you can use to try us out. And we'll see you for football Thursday. We got college football Saturday with the wagers, which, by the way, Derek's been crushing it.
Yeah, he's been doing good.
I played all of Derek's bets, and I swept the board Saturday. I went up 5 units Saturday.
Yeah, he's good. Derek's good.
I won all 4 of Derek's, plus I put in Michigan minus 19, and they crushed the Gophers. So I had a great day going into Sunday, and my guy just dropped off the envelope, so I'm happy.
Living. We got Christine Showdown's dog pick of the week.
All right, we'll see you next week.